and you just don't want to be there at that point because you don't want to have to deal with this, but you're there. So you're like looking at her and you're like, hi. You get up and you look at her like, hi. She's like, hi. She's like putting on her cream. So, I have some bad news. What's wrong? What happened? You have a bloodsucker on your back. I have a what? A bloodsucker on your back. Oh, what's a bloodsucker? Oh my God, I'm gonna die. Oh my gosh, you have to help me. Please help me. I can't. I'm gonna stop breathing. I have allergic reaction. You have to help me. I can't. Get it off my back! She starts shrieking, and the girl starts doing like laps around the pool. She's running around the pool, screaming, somebody help me! I'm gonna die. I can't take it off. And you're like, okay, stop screaming. Stand still. I'm gonna get it off of you, okay? But just stop. Stand still. She's like, mommy, oh my gosh. She's like saying Shema Yisrael. She's like all over the place. Okay? She's really bugging out. And you're like, okay, 1 second. And you're about to pluck the bloodsucker off her back when it goes into her bathing suit. And you're like, So I have some good news and some bad news. She's like, what? I can't get to the bloodsucker because it's in your bathing suit. It's in my bathing suit! And she's like dying. She's dying. She's screaming. She's like screaming to the sky. She's shrieking on top of her legs. And you're like, I feel really bad for you. Already at this point, I feel so bad for you. So you're like running after her. And you're like, okay, I'm going in. And you open her bathing suit, and you stick your fingers in there, and you feel around, and you feel this disgusting, slimy, blood-sucking worm, and you pluck it off of her because it's like stuck to her at this point. And you pluck it off her, and she's screaming, and you throw it away, and she turns around, and she just like gives you the biggest hug and kiss. You're like, all right, it's fine. So, what's the nimshal? The nimshal is, according to anything that discusses Averos, that Averos are blood suckers that suck the spirituality out of our neshama, and that make our hearts cold, to the point where Hashem says, when Mashiach comes, I'm going to turn your heart of stone into a heart of basar, into a flesh, a real heart, because you guys don't know what a real heart feels like. Why? Because all these spiritual bloodsuckers, all of our neshama, can you imagine every word of Lashon Hara is 10 averos? 10 bloodsuckers on our soul? What's Yom Kippur? Hashem just washing them off and pulling off the bloodsuckers off our neshama. That's Yom Kippur. That's Elul. That's Rosh Hashanah. That's Sarsi Tshuva. Hashem's like, 1 second, stand still. Let me pluck this off your body, off your neshama, off you. Let me pluck it. It's sucking the spirituality out of you. Tuma shuts us down spiritually, every single time we do an Avera. Another shutdown, to the point where we could be standing in front of the Kodesh Kodashim and feel nothing. In the tunnels, 300 feet away from the Kodesh Kodashim, where only the Kohen Gadol was allowed to go on the holiest day of the year, Yom Kippur. I could be standing 300 feet away, 300 meters away from there, and not feel a thing, an ounce. How come? I should be like falling apart over there. I should be crying for Klal Yisrael. I should be crying for Shechita Begalusa. I should be thinking of so many things and so many ways of connecting and clinging to Hashem. And I'm standing there and I'm looking at that lady and that lady and that lady and that lady. What? Why? Kol chet mevi lachoter ruach tuma. This ruach of tuma, it brings this tumah, it brings this shutdown. Like when your computer shuts down, it shuts you down spiritually. Averos shut us down spiritually. That's what they do. And all the hergel stuff, that's the most amazing shita of the Yetzer Hara. You're not even going to feel guilty. Because you're going to get so used to it. In the beginning, it's going to be weird to you. In the beginning, it's going to be like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done that, whatever. It feels weird. I feel embarrassed. I feel whatever. And then after you do it for a while, it's like so becomes a part of you that the Yetzer Hara is like, no, great, I don't have to do the work anymore. The Yetzer Hara doesn't have to do the work anymore. That's why when he's killed, we still need a mechitza. Because he's done such a good job that we can just continue doing the work ourselves. It's almost like when you have someone that's abused. You have someone that's abused, emotionally abused as a child, and when their abuser leaves the picture, after they've all grown up, the abused continue to abuse themselves. They continue to look for people that will make them feel small, that will make them feel insignificant, that will put them down. They look for people to treat them that way because they're so used to that. But your abuser is out of the picture already. They left, they moved, they died, whatever. But the person is is such in a state of abuse that they attract abusers to their lives. This is like psychology 101. This is like totally the way it works. When the Yetzer Hara is out of the picture, we keep doing his work for him because that's the koach of hergel. That's one. That's two. Koach of hergel, tuma, averos. I want to just continue here and say this. The next thing here is one of the bigger things. The next thing is one of the things that we say achitz for. We say ashamnu baganus for. Kashinu orif, stubbornness. That we're in a place, the Sforno says like this. Listen to what the Sforno says. He describes the process of the person that is stuck in his averos as kashe orif. When you're stuck in your averos, when you're stuck in your ways, the Sforno says, I'm quoting the Sforno, he says, Hu ha'olech achrei shrirut libo u'machshavato. That the person just goes after the ways of the way he feels. Like, I'll do what I want. Get off my back. Stop telling me what to do. You want me to go shul? You go to shul. You want me to check chsherim and check my lettuce? You check your lettuce. Leave me alone. Get off my back. That's a kashe orif. That's a person that's stubborn. Because there's ego involved. There's ego involved. Now it's like there's a power struggle. You're going to tell me to be from? You be from. Leave me alone. You're going to tell me to be extra whatever, chumros or whatever? Go away. I'm fine. I'm fine. Leave me alone. Take everyone out of the picture for a second. That feeling of like, get out of my face, that's stubbornness. He says, as far as that, even though you know that there's an amazing teacher out there and an amazing Rebbe or someone that like you can connect to and really this person can really help you with your midos and really help you with your character and really help you zoom in on your whole like spirituality, you're not going to go to him. You're not going to go to her. That's stubbornness. There's a person that can help you get so far in life to greatness, to become a gadol, to become great in your life, in your spiritual life, and you not going to this person and asking them to learn with you and to be your chavrusa and to help you and to go through character analysis and all this stuff to be able to become a better person and to really take this idea of ruchnius to the next level. That's stubbornness. To the point where Moshe Rabbeinu goes up to Har Sinai and Hashem says to him, after Chet Egel, I don't want this nation anymore. I'm erasing them. I'm going to start a whole new nation from you. Because I see, what's the Lashon Hashem says? V'ata henichali v'achara pi b'hem v'achlam. Hashem says to Moshe, leave me alone. I want a fire to burn these people up alive. V'achara pi b'hem v'achlam. It's going to eat these people up alive. I'll start a whole new nation from you. And Moshe says, no. Take me out of your book. Take my name out of your book. I don't want to be involved in this. If it's not them, then I'm going with them. You're not going to start a whole new nation for me. These are your people. These are the people that you chose. With all these elements, with all these characteristics. But don't forget they're good. Don't forget how amazing they are also. Don't forget how incredible these people are. The Jewish people. How giving, how loving, how there's no one in the world that has so many gemachs like we do. That care, that give so much charity, tzedakah. That helps each other so much. There's no one in the world like the Jewish people. No one. That are so obsessed with doing the right thing. Even though we do averos. So yeah, they're stubborn, but remember how amazing. They're also stubborn about giving tzedakah. And they're also stubborn about starting gemachim and chesed organizations. There's an organization that my friend's husband started. It's called Justify. And he takes people. It's a frum thing. He takes frum girls to different places in the world that are like poor and hungry and whatever, that are not Jewish, that are goyim, and they all come there. This whole group of Jewish people, and they just help them. All these non-Jews, they help them. They help them with schooling. They help them with the kids, with the hunger issues. They help them with medicine. They help them so much. Why? Because we were sent to this world, the Jewish people were sent to this world to be a light onto the nations. We were sent here to do tikkun olam. Not just Tikkun Yisrael, Tikkun Olam. We were sent here. Our mission here is to walk around this planet screaming Hashem, screaming morality, screaming truth. That's what we are. That's what Hashem sent us to this world to do. We are Hashem's representatives in this world. That's our voice. That's who we are. That's why Hitler has such an issue with us. He has such an issue with us. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. They're our biggest problem. The Jewish people are our biggest problem because they believe in morality and goodness and between right and wrong. We believe in what's right, what Hashem wants, what spirituality dictates. Come on. The rest of the world just wants to do what's good for them. Everything is like, we call Rav, can I eat here? I need a psak about that. I can't eat that because it has that action. We eat that action. That's how we live. And Hitler was like, get rid of these people. They are our conscience. We don't want to have a conscience. We want to do what we want to do. We just want to live the way we want to live. We don't want anyone telling us what to do, what's right and what's wrong. That's where the Holocaust started. That's where from that place. And this is, you can Google it, 1921. Google it. German Parliament, the speech that Hitler gave. It's all there. He says exactly what I'm saying. Unbelievable. And I just want to end with something. And this is what I want to end with, and this is Elul. I really have a lot more, but I'm not going to keep you so long. Lesikum, he says to finish off. Koach ha'ergel, this koach of being used to doing the averos that we do in our lives, and we all have it. We all have a long list of them, by the way, all of us. The biggest rabbit sins too. So don't feel like you're bad. You're just a human, and that's how it is. But the idea is to surpass humanity. The idea is to surpass normality. The idea is to become an Eved Hashem. That's the idea. The idea is to, when you leave this world, that you have 500,000 people at your funeral saying, she made a difference in my life. That's where your eyes should be. That's where you should be going. That's where you should be directed in your life. I want to be great. I want to be great. I want to do great things in this world. I want to have made a dent on this planet. And usually those people, like, look at Sarah Shanir. Sarah Shanir was a seamstress, divorced, had no kids. If she was living today, people would be like, never case. She started Beis Yaakov. Before she was around, girls didn't know how to read. Girls did not know how to read. They used to sit and sew, period. That's it. Do the dishes. No one knew Rambams and Rambans and Sfornos and Hebrew, and no one knew how to daven. They had Sanarana. They used to get together, and somebody would read Sanarana, and they would listen. This seamstress, this divorced seamstress with no kids, that lived in an attic, started Beis Yaakov. Do you know where she is in Gan Eden today? Do you know what kind of life she's living today? Do you know what kind of Gan Eden? Do you know how many schusim are in her merit? Do we have an idea? Do we have a clue? My whole understanding of Yiddishkeit, all of my hashkafa, all of the stuff that I was able to get in high school, is all because of her. If I were to become from, when I became from in 7th grade, and then in 9th grade have had to have gone to a public school, what would I have known today? Nothing. What would you have known? What would we have known? This woman. So today it's like, okay, Sarah Shanir, it's a big name. But she wasn't a big name when she was living. She was just another chick. Just another woman. Just another girl. Just another girl. And there was opposition. She had a lot of opposition up against her. The Rabbanim weren't so sure. People weren't so sure. It wasn't so kosher. It wasn't so okay. And she fought. She fought. Wow. We have such tremendous, we're powerhouses. We're powerhouses. You're powerhouses. You just have to get yourself in gear. You have to get yourself in clear gear. You have to get clear. You have to get in check what I want, where I want to go. I'm on this planet for 70, 80, 90 years and I'm out. Let me take this time and run with it. Let me stop making up excuses of, but it's fine, everyone does it, and it's fine, and it's kosher, and it's normal, and everyone eats there, and it's okay, and my mother said it's fine. Get on top of your game. Get on top of your game. Get on top of your ruchnius. You could have 500,000 people at your funeral after 120 saying, she changed my life. Wow. Unbelievable. That's where I'm going. And I'm not going to stop, no matter what people tell me. Land, Devorah, you're being too fanatic, Devorah, you're too this, Devorah, just relax, chill out. I have people telling that to me all the time. I'm like, I think Hashem wants me to be on fire. I think that, I don't think I should relax. I think relaxing is koach yetzer. I don't think that's koach Torah. Torah is all about eish kodesh. It's all about fire. It's all about connecting. It's all about pushing yourself. It's all about pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and doing things that are difficult for you and growing and pushing yourself past what's normal. And when you're not normal, you're going to get looks. When you're not normal, you're going to get... But you know what? It's rather be not normal in your avodas Hashem, because you're going somewhere not normal. When I say not normal, I mean people don't do that necessarily. It's fine to speak Lashon Hara. It's fine. It's okay. It's accepted. It's not accepted. It's not accepted in my book. It's not accepted in my house. If you want to come into my house, you can't speak that way. If you want to come to my house, you can't do those things. You can't. We don't allow it in my house. I always tell this to my kids. My kids know. But but in our house, in our family, that's not something that we do. In this family, we have higher standards. We set the standards higher for ourselves because we want to get very far in this world. And that's always the idea. Listen to this. He says, Koach HaHergel, Tumat HaAverot V'Hametemet Et HaLev. So all the things that we just said, the hergel, the tumah, the Kshiut Oref, and the being stubborn. Hanovat mehem, the stubbornness comes from the hergel and the tumah. Tumah closes us off from the hergel. The hergel is the averus. The tumah is a byproduct of the averus, and the being stubborn is a byproduct of the tumah. That I don't want to move. Understand how it is? How it all ties up? Makes it very, very, very hard for people to really do tshuva. And these three things make it so hard to get close to Hashem. Which is something that we so want, especially during Elul. Our whole life is dependent on this. Our whole life is dependent on these days. So what he says, what is the Eitzah? What should we do? So what should we do? We have these averos, we have this hergel, we have this stubbornness, we have all this tumah. What are we going to do? 30 days, 40 days, what do we have? It's not like he's giving me a year. 30, 40 days, and then he's out. Last day, by Ne'ilah, when we say Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Elokeinu, we say it 7 times. Every single time we say, we're escorting him to a higher level, and then he's out. He's up there, he's back on his kisei kavod. He's not melech b'sadeh like he is now. It's not, we don't have so much to say Shemaya, then we're done. So how do we get rid of all this tumtum? How do we get rid of all this tumah? And all these bad things. The way to break your hergel, the way to come out of yourself and check yourself for real and to look at yourself for who you really are and stop making excuses and start really living your life is that a person has to shake himself to a point with his sorrows that's very, very big, above and beyond normal, above and beyond anything that's normal, above and beyond normal inspiration. When a person is sleeping, hardcore, your brother, he's like in this deep sleep, there's nothing you can do, he can sit on his head, he's not waking up. Something's burning, and you gotta get him out, and you gotta get him up. And you're waking him up, and you're like, get up, Moshe, get up, and he's not getting up. What are you going to do after a while? You're going to grab him by the shirt, and you're going to say, Moshe, get up, because you're trying to save his life. That's zizua. That's what it means to shake ourselves so much. Because we're so in this comfort zone, and we're so in this place like everything's going to be fine. Everything's just going to be fine. We're in this la la land, in this bubble, like everything's just going to be okay, and life is going to continue as is, and everything is just going to be so normal, and to me, it's never going to happen. Everyone else is going to get cancer, and everyone else is going to die, and everyone else is going to get in car accidents, and everyone else is going to have bombings, and everyone else is going to get stabbed, and everyone else is going to have anti-Semitism, but for me, my family, nothing's going to happen. What? Are we kidding? We're living in some kind of la la land. And Hashem says to us, so clear. וזאת על ידי ההתעמקות בלימוד המוסר וביצורים שיגבירו בו את התעוררות. How do I wake myself up to the point where I'm shaking myself? How do I do that? בלימוד המוסר. Learn more of this. Go to more classes. Connect to people that shake you up. Listen to those people. The people that shake you up, that make you want to become better, that make you want to wake up and say, I'm not doing that, I don't care what. I'm not, tomorrow, I'm not speaking Lashon Hara. No way. Till Yom Kippur, I'm not speaking Lashon Hara. No matter what, no matter how hard it is for me, I'm on a diet, I'm on a spiritual diet. Too bad. If your doctor came and told you, listen, if you have one more piece of cheesecake, or one more piece of carb, or one more piece of chocolate cake, or one more piece of whatever it is, you're going to die. Are you going to do it? No. I'm not touching sugar. I'm not touching carbs. I don't even want it. My life is greater than that. My life is way greater than this momentary pleasure of cheesecake and chocolate cake. Hashem's saying, your life is hanging on a thread. It's hanging on a thread. We don't know how much, we're not guaranteed 120 years here. We don't know how long we're going to have in this world. This world is olam hasiyah. This world is olam of change. Elul is the nucleus of change. Elul is where all the change takes place. The more I change during Elul, the more I'm able to change during the whole year and become amazing and become connected and become spiritual and have amazing davenings and tefillos and have the most amazing hisorus of the whole year. It's the nucleus of my year. It's the nucleus of my year. I have to shake myself. To the point where if I'm going to touch that avira, if I'm going to touch that tumah, I might die. I'm not touching it. I'm not going there. בלימוד מוסר ויצורים שיגבירו את התעוררות. We have to constantly put ourselves in a place during Elul of Isorus. Constantly. Push myself out of bed, push myself out of my house, push myself out of wherever, out of my comfort zone of whatever, and go to the place, to the person that is going to wake me up, that's going to shake my soul. Because they're giving me my life. Because that person that's shaking me is giving me my life. ובאשר לטומאה המטמטמת את הלב, זה הרי מחלה רוחנית. He says that the tumah, and with this we're going to end, it's a machala ruchanit. It's a spiritual disease. It's cancer for our soul. That's tumah. Cancer in our soul. וכאשר האדם נמצא בצרה ובחולי רחמנא ליצלן, and when a person is really chas v'shalom in tzara or really sick, עליו להרבות בתפילה ולהשם יתברך שיושיע אותו וירפאו. He has to get so into tefillah. להרבות בתפילה. להשם יתברך. I saw this in a bunch of different places. By the way, I bought a bunch of different svarim on Elul. All the svarim talk about tefillah during Elul. Tefillah during Elul. You have to. Tefillah is like huge during Elul. Have to. When a person is really sick, chas v'shalom, the tefillah to Hashem is like, I'm not going to leave you alone until you give me your food. I'm not going to leave you alone until you give me back my health. Zohi ha'etza lamachalat hatimtum alev. Same, he says, this is the same etza I give you for the cancer in the person's soul that the tumah creates in a person. Lishfoch siach lefanav yitbach, to constantly pray and daven and speak to Hashem. She'asir hatimtum, please Hashem, take away this tumah. She'asir hatimtum kedei shenuchal litkarev aליו יתברך, because all I want is to get closer to you. If I wouldn't want to get closer to you, Hashem, I wouldn't be here tonight. If I wouldn't want to get closer to you, Hashem, I wouldn't be coming out to hear Torah. Hashem, all I want is to get closer to you. So Hashem, please, take away this tumah from my neshama. Take away this machala from my neshama. Take away this sickness, this cancer, this illness. Take it off of me. And then he goes on and he says a lot of things, and I'm going to stop here, but I'm going to just tell you another one thing before you embark on your trip on this Chodesh Elul. Two things. Rabbi Tzan Yemima Mizrahi says there's two inyanim during Elul. Number one is chachu ma'asechem, shapru ma'asechem. Hashem says that there's a concept of taking something that you haven't done yet on yourself during Chodesh Elul. Let's say you're not so good about davening, or let's say you're not so good about mincha, or if you are good about shachas mincha, ma'ariv, Or let's say you don't learn two halachos of Shmiras Halachos a day, so that. Or let's say you want to start wearing longer skirts during Elul. Anything that you don't do during Elul. That's chachum ma'asechem, to take something new upon yourself. But then there's another concept of shipur ma'asechem. Shipur ma'asechem, what you're already doing, do it better. Do it better means you're davening shacharis already. Daven. Be there. Be in the words. Be in the tefillah. Open your heart. Shema Kolenu, open your heart. Open my heart, Hashem. Open my heart. I want you to open my heart. Please, I just want to talk to you. I want to make this real. I don't want to be a robotic Jew. I don't want to just go through the motions. I want to be real. Take what you're already doing and do it better. Doing it better means you have a hard time with your parents. They get on your nerves. Your friends get on your nerves. You have this kid in school that drives you crazy. Or wherever in your life, whatever you may be, you come home, kiss the mezuzah before you walk into the house. Say, Hashem, give me siyat t'shmai, give me help. I'm doing this. L'shem shamayim. Walk into your house and say, hey guys, how are you? Huge smile as opposed to throwing your bag down and running up to your room. Whatever it is that you're already doing, do it better. With a smile, with warmth, with hislavas, with excitement. I'm already keeping the mitzvahs. I'm already doing tefillah. I'm already keeping Shabbos. Let me get Shabbos in a little bit earlier, and let me daven Kabbalah Shabbos like with my whole being. If I don't daven Ma'ariv on Friday night, let me daven Ma'ariv Friday night. And if I daven Ma'ariv usually with like whatever, let me get dressed and daven Ma'ariv. Whatever it is that you are already doing, do it better. Because your entire year depends on it. Give us all a bracha. Hashem should open our hearts. Hashem should open our neshamos. Hashem should give us the koach to stand up to ourselves, to our Yetzer Hara, to stop making excuses, to stop dodging ourselves, to look at ourselves for real, and to have the strength, and to have the ratzon, to have the motivation, the enthusiasm, the clarity, to come out of our comfort zones, to come out of the things that hold us back, to be able to reach our full potential, our full greatness in this world, to be able to really do our tikkun here in this world, to use all of our potential that Hashem wants us and believes in us, that we can achieve and that we can accomplish, to use all of it to get closer to Him, to change the world, to do a tikkun olam by doing my own tikkun, to inspire Klal Yisrael, to inspire the world, to be an inspiration to the whole world through my actions, to be able to stand up to my Yetzer Hara, to be able to come out of my comfort zones. The biggest bracha from me to you is that Hashem should give you the strength, and you should give yourself the strength to come out of your comfort zones, and that Be'ez Hashem, this Elul should be our very, very last Elul in Galus. Amen. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, you can call me, text me, WhatsApp me, email me, Facebook me if that's an option, whatever you'd like.